Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to those who've stuck around for the next session. We are Strategic Energy Resources. We are Mining Hub Stand 161. Neil Chalmers, our Exploration Manager, is over. Dan Thomas is there. G'day, mate. We'll hear more about the story if you want to head over there after this. But today I'm going to run through our portfolio of exploration companies. As mentioned, we are Queensland-focused undercover copper gold explorer. We are searching for Australia's next major mineral discovery undercover. Before I get to the projects and the upcoming news flow, which is exactly why you're all here, just a brief moment to look through our corporate structure. We raised some money not so long ago, circa $2 million. Of that, about $1.5 million is left. We've just completed our first of 4 drilling campaigns in Queensland, as in just on the weekend. We're rolling into our second. But on top of that 1.5, we have about $1 million worth of non-dilutive funding coming in over the next 6 months from asset sales, reimbursement from grants, as well as an R&D. So it's a pretty ambitious program for us to drill 4 major projects over the next 12 months. But with the capital we've just come from the recent raising, as well as that non-dilutive funding, we're confident we can get all 4 programs that are away. And that enables the most chance for our investors and shareholders to find that leverage, that exploration success, which everyone is chasing. Let's move to the money shot. This is exactly what's planned over the next 12 months. The update from this presentation that was part of the capital raise, you'll see now we have completed our Rise North program. That is the first of 4 major programs. But these 4 projects have a number of things in common. Each one of these projects was previously held by a major mining company. Their identification criteria for these projects was that they had to be big enough to justify the expense to start exploration on each and every one of them. All 4 projects are either one's currently with a joint venture partner in Fortescue, or 3 of them, as I said, were ex-major projects. So these have the scale for a discovery that would seriously move the needle on this junior exploration company. The other thing in common with these projects, as you'll notice, they're all drilling in the next 12 months, but they're also, the third and fourth thing in common is we're not paying for all the exploration. You'll see the little asterisk at the bottom, that's R&D. Each one of these projects is aligned with a bona fide R&D project, which means we get the R&D offset, and we're also been very successful in attracting non-dilutive cash funding from the Queensland Government, which is a big reason why we can continue to explore and put what is essentially high-risk exploration holes in the ground over the next 12 months. So let's start with the first project that is just completed drilling, and I mean on the weekend we literally took the rig off the second hole. What we have here is a project that is located along the Gunpowder Fault, host to True North Copper, 29 Minerals. As you heard that major fault undercover, you land up into this central area, our Nadu prospect. This is a former Newcrest project. They put 5,000 metres of drilling in it, walked away, handed it to us for what essentially was a first right of refusal, but gave us all the data and the surrounding criteria that allowed us to get on ground and target what we believe are some fantastic prospects that we've just finished targeting. In combination with $275,000 from the Queensland Government, we'll be able to test 2 holes plus an R&D rebate, turns a $600,000 program into around $100,000 out of pocket. Assays are pending on this project. We think 6 weeks from now, there'll be definitely some news flow that will come from this project. Moving through to our second project, in 2023, Fortescue approached little old SER, 10,000 times the size market cap of us, to joint venture into this project. Their belief is the Kenobi project holds a mineral discovery of copper equivalents that would move Fortescue needles, not just ours. The deal itself put $8 million over 6 years to drill as many targets that they can justify over that time period. So what's actually happening is just in the recent months, Fortescue committed $3 million of cash to be drilling 4 targets between now and the middle of next year. The rig as it stands right now is sitting over the first hole at our Charcoal Ball prospect. We'll have an announcement out shortly regarding the prospect itself and the opportunity in front. Fortescue are not afraid of drilling deep holes. They're drilling an 800 metre and then a 1200 metre hole. That's to touch the source of the magnetics that they're chasing. So they believe in the potential of the project, and we are, as operator, collecting not only a fee for doing it, but also seeing that, making sure that every one of these holes is the opportunity for us to be a part of should they hit something significant. Move through our third project. This project was acquired from Anglo American earlier this year. Having Anglo American here, we're now south of Cloncurry in Queensland. They spent $30 million regionally, $20 million on the 2 exploration licenses you can see there that we purchased. The cost for us is $600 cash, half shares, half cash, sorry. But the opportunity again is there for a junior exploration company like us. After spending the $20 million in a change of global focus, saw Anglo American walk away from this project. This project has a huge amount of upside, and as you can see as we move through, over the 19 holes that they drilled in here, there's some fantastic intercepts that are immediately available for us to follow up. The headline figure, 161 metres of 0.4 copper. Within that, a 17 metre at 1.75. But within that, a 0.6 metre, 25.6% copper intercept. So there's not only small grades, but there are higher grade intercepts within it. There's plenty of areas between this 2.5 by 4 kilometre project area itself where they've done some limited drilling that allows us an early entry back into the project and to then to follow up on these holes. This is just a cross section. You can notice the one thing that stands out is the gap between the intersections. Anglo American, through COVID, put a lot of these holes into the ground, and the drilling was really targeting on where they could get access to rather than following up on any of the geophysics that subsequently was undertaken and then modelled up post-drilling. Huge opportunity for us in the next 12 months to get on ground and follow up that. Just the acquisition terms I've mentioned quickly, mixture of cash and shares. What the most important thing for us is we're able to get this project 100%. It's moving through the Queensland Government now, and by the end of this month, this project will be 100% ours. It offers us the chance to shoot further on from their original targeting regime for the scale of something that truly is company making for what is now a $10 million market cap in SER. Lastly, the fourth project. This project is a gold project. We managed to pick it up 100% in our own right. Ex-Newcrest. Again, that commonality between this one and the other 3 projects we've seen, this is a former Newcrest project. They identified the ground because of the underlying major structures. They did some preliminary work on it. Attention shifted for the company. They then moved on to other projects. What they did was leave behind a legacy of data and the location of exactly what their forward exploration programs would look like moving forward. We see this project very different from the other 3, a lot shallower, closer to surface, immediate impact from the drill rig the moment we can get on ground early next year. So what I've done is I've summarised 4 projects that all have a commonality, the size and scale of something that would move a mid-tier, let alone a junior exploration company. The Diamantina project has moved us from an explorer that is looking for a high-grade intercept to one that's managed to buy one for cheaper than the cost of doing it ourselves. We now have the Diamantina project. We have a runway of exploration moving forward based on what Anglo American would have done anyway should they have held onto the project. The drill programs themselves will offer us every chance of success because we know where to put the next drill hole. We understand enough about each of these projects to then target it and get these drill programs done over the next 12 months. But what I think is the key from SER to other junior exploration companies is the way we get the dollar to spend a lot further. As I've mentioned, being able to leverage R&D grants, CEI funding, which is cash funding, as well as taking advantage of the original data that's already sitting from major of these projects that have been existed, allows us to get early entry into the news flow that is required to drive share price. And that's exactly what we're after at SER. Thank you.